I took a huge risk buying this car. Sveiki. Atrodo, kad vis tiek ten yra problemų su stabdymo diskais.
Nenaują mašiną perki. Ko tu matei kainą ar...
Nežinau, ar aš galiu paimti. Last time I managed to flip a 2012 convertible Peugeot for a €700 profit. So we are now like 24,300 euros away from my dream car. Now today, we're on a hunt for our second flip. And I got some potentially good news for you. So I found this 2014 Volvo S60 that's currently listed for 4,500 euros on Facebook Marketplace. Now this could be an insane steal because these exact models sell for at least 6-7k euros in my country. So I called up the owner about the car, and right off the bat he wasn't really cooperative when it comes to answering particular questions, especially when I started asking if there's anything wrong with the car. He told me it was in good condition, and the reason he was selling is probably the most absurd reason I have ever heard. He just got bored of the car. I don't know, maybe that's normal, but you're selling a car because you got bored? Immediately I thought that it's going to be a major red flag because he told me he'll only explain everything once we meet. So I agreed to meet up the next day. If it turns out that the car is actually in good condition and it only has minor scratches that we can actually fix, this is going to be the fastest and probably easiest flip in my entire life. Okay, now because we are a little handicapped, we had to get a cameraman, obviously. I made like $5 on our last video, so we can afford one now. Alright, so we are on our way to check out the Volvo. I gotta admit, I'm getting a bit nervous. It's going to be my first time buying a car live from someone. I'm looking to get it for 4,000-ish, something like that. Well, it depends if there are any serious issues. So yeah, best of luck to me. Alright, so we are arriving at the spot that we agreed to meet on. I have no idea where he is. Should probably call him. Just gotta stop here for a sec. Sveiki, mes jau čia netoliese sutartoj vietoje esam. Kur jūsų tiksliai automobilis stovi?
Dabar aš Rimi esu, tai išeidinėjau iš parduotuvės, tai ten prie gatvės pusės.
Tvarkoj, tada aš bandysiu surasti. Alright, where is the car? Wait, there a guy? Probably him. Okay, we're gonna leave the car here. What the f***, I'm getting nervous. Okay, you stay here and hopefully this goes well. Now, when I went to check out the Volvo, for some reason I was extremely nervous. Probably because the guy selling it looked like a bouncer from a nightclub. And I thought if I tried to negotiate the price, I'd end up with a second cast. This time for my right arm. Anyway, the first thing I had to make sure of whether the car had any hidden rust, scratches, or dents. And after only 2 minutes into the inspection, I could already notice that the owner was getting frustrated for some reason. Luckily for him, the exterior seemed okay to me, so I then asked him if I could pop up the hood and see what was underneath. O šiaip galima pasižiūrėti po kapotu, aš norėčiau alyvą įsivertinti. He then decided to crack a joke about my broken arm.
Pats neatidarys turbūt.
Yeah, ačiū. What a nice gentleman. He was just trying to help me out. But after taking a look, everything seemed okay under there too. So then we took it for a quick test drive. And right before we took off, he decided to grace me with his second compliment about my broken arm.
Tu išvis jungsi bėgius tokia ranka, ar ne?
How thoughtful of him, even though I always shift with my right arm. 10 minutes later, after the test drive, it became clear to me why the car was listed for such a low price. So I started pointing out my concerns. Čia su pavarų dėže viskas tvarkoja?
Nu, žinai, šitos dėžės Volvo jos tokios yra, jos reikia, kaip sakyt, šildyt normaliai tik.
Bet paneliai rodė jau 90 laipsnių, ne?
Tai gal daviklis blogas, ką žinau.
Just so you know, the gearbox started dropping gears after 5 minutes into the test drive, and the fastest we could go was only 50 miles per hour. Next up we had the vibrating brakes and steering wheel. Man atrodo, kad vis tiek ten yra problemų su stabdymo diskais ar kažkas tokio.
Nenaują mašiną perki. Nu tai ką žinau, tai ko tu matei kainą ar, nu nežinau. Nu tipo...
And just like that, pissed off and denying all of the flaws I mentioned in the car, I could just feel the tension building up between us. And I knew I had to wrap things up as soon as possible. But then, right as I was about to name my price, this happened. Už tiek, kiek jinai dabar buvo skelbime nurodyta, aš nežinau, ar aš galiu paimti, nes vis tiek skelbime nebuvo paminėta.
Aš matau vėl tu įsipisinėjai. Ašgi tau iškart pasakiau, kad kai važiavai, aš tau skambinau, pasakiau, stabdžiai muša, ašgi tau sakiau iš karto. Dabar tu vaidini, kad nesakiau. Nu, žiūrėk, arba 4 įmė, arba aš tiek važiuoju iš, nes, man žinau.
Ne, žinokit, man netinka. Exactly! What the f was that? This was my first and probably last time trying to buy a car from someone on Facebook Marketplace. Despite me being chill and respectful the entire time, the guy just turned out to be a total douchebag for no reason at all, wasting both his time and mine. Anyways, negative stuff aside, I took the rest of the day to cool off and started fresh the next day with a different type of strategy. Alright, so it's time to find our second flip, so I decided to try out a local auction. By the way, don't mind my hair because I wash it like every 3-4 days because of the hand, you know. So basically the car I found at this auction is currently sitting at 4,580 euros for sale. Well, not for sale, that's the current bid. It's a 2014 BMW. It does look like a wreck, I'm gonna be honest, but most likely this is going to be all cosmetic. If there are any technical issues, I think they're just going to be minor. And these exact models are selling for at least 11,000 euros, meaning that with this single sale, I could skyrocket my entire progress towards my dream car. So with no time to spare, it was time to start bidding. And this is where the chaos really began. I set my target at 5,000 euros, but the moment I started bidding, this one guy kept instantly outbidding me with his automated bids. The second my offer went in, boom, he was already above it. Whenever I blinked, the bids went higher and higher, and it honestly felt like it was going to keep climbing forever. I thought it was over. But then I said, let's push it to 5,200. Alright, 15 seconds left. We're on the first place right now. 3, 2, 1? We won? Wait, did we actually win? We actually won, what the f***? We won the auction. Holy f***ing sh**. Okay, honestly, for some reason I'm feeling that I made the worst decision ever. Well, we're gonna find out. Alright, so the quality and lighting is probably going to suck big time, but nevertheless, we're on our way to check out the BMW. I've got my friend behind the wheel because, well, you know, we're a bit handicapped and I don't want to take a risk driving 60 miles with one single hand. Now, the reason he's coming along is because he's a person that has a lot more technical knowledge about cars than I do. I mean, like I said, I don't know about cars, so he's going to help me assess whether the BMW matches the auction description and if there are no hidden issues with it, so I don't end up being scammed of my money or something. As soon as we got there, we started inspecting the car for any technical issues. The radiator was slightly bent and leaking coolant. This gave me a bit of a scare, especially when I noticed the oil cap being creamy in color. But luckily my friend reassured me that a little milky residue under the oil cap can happen from condensation, especially in cold weather, and the oil itself looked fine inside. The engine ran flawlessly after starting it for a few seconds. But still, the car was in no good condition to be driven, so I had to call a tow truck to bring it back to my hometown for a proper inspection. So we came back the next day, loaded the car, and we're on our way to the body shop. Now, I will be completely honest with you guys. I hate these cars. I don't really have anything against the car itself. It's just that I really hate the community that drives these cars. Now, to visualize it so you know what I mean, so this is a normal person's skull. Now, when I'm referencing this specific community, this is their skull. It's all cracked and they cannot think straight. They have a problem. Actually, it's a condition. And I really hate that they ruined the status of these cars basically by being such So yeah, maybe one day I'll get one of these X's and turn them to smithereens. just to prove a point. Now, as you can already see, the front of the car is pretty messed up, and yeah, the engine still runs fine, but who knows what's going on with the suspension or the axles up front. On top of that, it's gonna need a new headlight, a hood, the whole front wing, the bottom protection, parking sensors, honestly, a ton of stuff. Now, the interior actually is in perfect condition, not something I would expect for this kind of mileage, but it looks very good. It also has these summer tires on. I do not know what the owner was thinking. When we got it off the tow truck, it felt like we were on a hockey field. I'm gonna leave it at the body shop so the guys can take care of it and make it drivable. Then we're gonna have all the exterior pieces fixed up and painted. And I'm telling you, the transformation is probably going to be so thick. So yeah, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. And also you can follow me on Instagram. I mean, I broke my arm for you guys, so you could... Yeah.